Tempo, greeting you from my studio in Inglewood. This is my doggy Dilip, and I'm very pleased to be a 2020 COLA Master Artist Fellow. Who knew? The year I get the COLA grant, there's a global pandemic. The COLA grant has been wonderful. It's definitely allowed me to be able to spend more time on my painting, and also to paint much larger. As an artist, I'm very much influenced by modernist abstraction, conceptual art, and socially engaged art. What I'm particularly interested in the work is exploring how the geographic and cultural history of a place, trauma, social anger, how that can be translated into abstract painting. Los Angeles is an ecosystem composed of many parts. There are over 200 languages spoken in this region, which really speaks to the incredible amount of diversity that we have here. And although it's very spread out as compared to a place like New York, there are many realities that make up a group experience of being here in LA. As far as its importance to my artwork, it all started when I found my dog, actually. I found him running in the streets in Inglewood during rush hour traffic. Finding him and moving to Inglewood actually coincided and sort of spurred on a big change in my artwork. Just by taking the dog out for walks and not being in the car and being on the street, looking at things, experiencing things, it started really seeping into my consciousness and eventually into my paintings. I think when I'm out walking, I guess I would characterize myself as a sponge. I'm taking it all in. So I'm looking at things, I'm looking at colors, I'm looking at lines. The lines might be a fence, they might be power lines, it might be the lines of shrubbery. I'm looking at both the pleasant and the unpleasant things. So it might be trash on the street, it might be someone's very lovely little garden, it might be the same dog that comes out and barks at us every time we walk by, maybe somebody's souped up car, it may even be a stain on the asphalt. So what I'm doing is taking these things back to the studio and then make marks, make gestures. I do not come from a street art background. So for me, it's not about making a certain style of graffiti, but to just take the raw material, which is spray paint, and the raw gesture, and then combining that in layers to create the paintings into a hybridized visual language. In a way, there are rules, but there are no rules. I'm also disrupting. There's this kind of back and forth between what is a painted mark, what is a defacement. You can make the comparison to additive and subtractive painting techniques, either where you're applying layers or where you're taking away layers, except that mine's happening conceptually. And that reflects the disruptions that I experienced in my walks in terms of what's going on out there in the world. Specifically in Inglewood, this is a community of color. It's a community in transition as we have several stadiums being built. There's many development projects happening. Real estate prices have gone up and up and up. So there are things that signal potential gentrification and big changes in the community. And a lot of people are uncomfortable. There's a fear of losing one's relevance in one's environment and also losing one's own community. So there's a sense of urgency, a concern of people being displaced physically, psychologically, and culturally. So I also want to say something about being a woman of color, being a Black woman artist. Many of my friends in Los Angeles fit this category, and we've talked a lot about feeling invisible and feeling disregarded. And I'm saying that as someone who, has done fairly well. I've had the teaching job, I've exhibited, but there are many opportunities that have eluded me, and many conversations that I have felt ignored in. And so it's really lovely to receive the grant and to feel like, oh, someone is paying attention and someone does acknowledge the relevance of what I'm doing. And it's hopefully will be opening doors for other artists that are coming behind me.